right, let's talk about something we've all felt. Exam season. You know, the pressure, the stress, all that fear that just builds up. But what if? What if there was a completely different way to handle it all? You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? That knot in your stomach just before a huge test. Your heart's pounding, your hands are clammy. Yeah, that feeling. Well, today's explainer is all about a guide that's built to help you untie that knot. And not just for one test, but for good. So let's really dig into that pre-exam feeling. It's usually not even about whether you studied enough, is it? It's more about all the mental and emotional stuff that comes with it. And that's a challenge we all face. Students, yeah, but also parents and teachers too. Okay, so what are the big roadblocks here? Well, according to the book we're looking at, Fearless Exams, it boils down to these three things. You've got exam anxiety, which then totally wrecks your focus. And when you can't focus, forget about managing your time. It feels impossible. I mean, sound familiar? These are the exact problems this whole guide is designed to fix. All right, so if that's the problem, what's the solution? How do we get from that place of fear to one of, well, fearlessness? The guide we're diving into offers a whole new way of looking at exams. This isn't just about a few study tips. We're talking about a fundamental shift in your entire approach. The book calls itself a transformative guide. And that word, transformative, is key. It's about empowerment. And what's really interesting here is who it's for. It's not just for students. It's also for parents and educators, the whole support crew that helps you get through the tough stuff. And this right here, this is a core idea of the whole thing. It wants you to completely rethink what an exam actually is. See, it's not just about spitting back facts you've memorized. It's a test of your resilience, your strategy, and your ability to stay emotionally balanced under pressure. It's testing you as a whole person, not just your memory. So, who is the person behind this new approach? The architect of this method is Dr. Ravindran K.A. And his background, well, it's probably not what you'd expect for someone writing about exams. And honestly, that's what makes his ideas so powerful. So, check this out. Dr. Ravindran has a PhD in management. Okay, that makes sense. But he's also a veteran human resources pro. We're talking nearly 3 decades of hands-on experience in the real world, coaching and mentoring people. Think about it. He spent his career helping people perform under intense pressure in the corporate world. He knows what it takes to manage stress and hit your goals. Okay, so the first big piece of this puzzle is all about mastering your mindset. It starts inside your head. The idea is to build what the book calls a psychological toolkit that can totally change how you see exams. So it's basically a big trade. You're swapping out all that negative stuff, the fear, the anxiety, the distractions, the self-doubt, and you're swapping in this new toolkit. So instead of fear, you get resilience. Instead of distractions, you get focus. And instead of self-doubt, you get self-compassion. And that last one is huge. It just means learning to be kind to yourself when things get tough, instead of beating yourself up. But, having the right mindset is only half the battle, right? You also need a solid game plan. So the next part is all about practical strategies, the actual things you can do to turn all these good ideas into real, tangible results. And this journey is laid out in 4 really clear steps. First, you master your focus and learn how to shut out all those distractions. Then, you build study habits and time management skills that actually work for you. Step 3, you build up that resilience we talked about so you can handle the pressure. And then, and this is a big one that almost everyone forgets, you learn how to recover and grow after the exam. It's a complete cycle. And all of this leads to the ultimate goal. And spoiler alert, it's not just about getting a good grade. It's about realizing that the skills you learn to beat exam fear, well, those are skills you can use for the rest of your life. And hey, don't just take my word for it. There's this great review from a verified buyer, Bob Seshadri, who called it a, and I quote, must read for students seeking to transform fear into confidence. I mean, that pretty much says it all, doesn't it? It nails the entire point of this approach. And this idea really gets to the absolute heart of it. It's about using setbacks as stepping stones. So whether you get the grade you wanted or not, the experience itself is never a waste. Every stumble, every mistake, it's not a failure. It's just a lesson that helps you get ready for the next challenge. So, I want to leave you with this final question to think about. What if conquering your fear of exams was actually just practice? Practice for every other challenge life is going to throw at you. Every job interview, every big presentation, every tough moment. What if learning to be fearless in an exam hall is the first step to becoming fearless, period? That's the real idea here.